Hello? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I know there's like no one in here right now. But hopefully y'all will start coming in. Holy crap. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. Oh, I didn't even realize that the stream started at 12. Because I thought in the past on YouTube, that it started at like, I don't know, like 11:30. But either way, we've got an hour to kill. So we might as well talk about lore. I will wait for you guys to get on in because I don't think there's that many people here actually. Whoever's here, say hi. Oh gosh. But yeah, so just to point it out, I have not seen the live stream on Twitch at all. We are going to be watching the one on YouTube at 12 o'clock, which is in an hour, approximately 59 minutes actually. So do not spoil anything if you've seen it already. Please, please, please do not, because I have not said anything. I have not seen anything. Hi, Birdie Stuff. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
This realm.
I'm super excited for this one. I haven't seen any spoilers whatsoever.
If you ever.
Well, that's actually not true. So when I woke up, I saw a picture of Nahida.
Time to go.
But that's about all I've seen. Hello, Alien A. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And I'm not gonna say like what context it was, but yeah. Hello, Hermes. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we got like 58 minutes to kill. So I'm gonna do like dailies and stuff. Hello, Mika. Hello, Soleil. How you doing? Yes, I am doing well too. I'm glad y'all are doing all right. Yeah, so but yeah, I haven't really seen any spoilers or anything. Also, let me know if the volume is okay versus like the game audio. Hi, Aikarasu. How you doing? But yeah. So like, how many of you have actually seen the live stream? Like, did you guys watch it this morning? I'm doing well. I'm doing great this morning. I'm a little tired because I went to bed like super late, but that's my fault.
Time to go.
Oh, you have Alien A. How? All right, Soleil, you have. Hello, Panda Pow. How you doing? This came at a great time. I couldn't pay attention to the Twitch live stream earlier because of distractions. Oh, goodness. Well, hopefully you'll be able to pay attention this time. That we can all have like a chill and relaxed stream watching the live stream. I don't imagine I'm going to talk too much during it because I kind of want to listen too. I'll make comments here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be a listening stream. I have watched the live stream. It's very concise. Okay, interesting. Bianca, on one of Sumeru's requests, one researcher talks about the symbolism of apples, and since it's Venti's favorite thing to eat, I found it suspicious. Ooh, which request? So I can go look that up. Because if you guys remember, I think someone pointed it out in either my last stream or... Oh, I'm not Kazuha. For whatever reason, I thought I was Kazuha. Someone pointed out on my last live stream or before that, that Venti was the one who gave the vintage lyre to that old man, which is really interesting. And we're definitely going to talk about Venti later and how he's like... He's been guiding us the entire time. Which makes me suspicious because if you guys remember the Gnostic chorus about the first and second heirs, I think the first and second heirs are the ones guiding the travelers. So Lumine would be guided by the Abyss Queen, who I think is the first heir. And then Aether's being guided by Venti, who I think might be the second heir. But we'll talk about that later. IDK, make sure you get the 300 Primo Gems. Yes, I will. Hello, Sabaruden. How you doing? I'm sorry I butchered that name. But how you doing? I thought he likes to eat dandelions. Does he? Oh, goodness. Hermes, a lot of exciting stuff in a short time. Okay. Because this is the conclusion to Sumeru's Archon quest. So I'm kind of excited to see what's gonna happen. Leon, hey, welcome to the stream. Oh, cool, you didn't miss anything. Nope, you did not. Yeah, I thought it would have started too. I thought the live stream would have started by now, but it starts at 12. I had it all wrong, but that's okay. At least we're early and not late. Never see post. Did you watch the 3.2 trailer? No. So I have not seen a single thing. I've not seen a single thing. So if you guys cannot like spoil anything, or you know, especially for people who haven't seen it like myself, just be silent until we watch everything, because I want to see it all. I do not want to be spoiled. Oh, so that's why they gave us Mondstadt instrument. I thought it was a shame they didn't do a Sumeru instrument, right? But I feel like there's been a lot of nods to music and everything like that in Sumeru, and I find that to be very significant. It just reminds me a lot of Mondstadt and Venti, and of course the Moon Sisters, because they're all about music and crap. Seems like still an hour away from it to start. I was planning to watch the trailer, but now I can wait. Yeah, we've got about 53 minutes left, so we got some time to kill. Why don't we talk lore stuff? If any of you guys have questions right now, ask away. Do you know why the R&R calls the Traveler a child of Dandelion? So that's a really suspicious line to me. He doesn't, like, they didn't call him the child of the stars or anything, but the child of Dandelion, which is really suspicious to me. And I get that we started in Mondstadt and everything, right? But y'all know I think Venti's really, really sus, and that he might be Phanes. We also know that Venti kind of spoiled, if you guys remember in the Mondstadt Archon quests, when the Traveler first meets Venti, there's like this little interaction they have which suggests that they've met before. And I've seen a lot of people interpret that as, oh, you know, there's like a different time loop, so maybe we've seen him in a different time loop. And I don't think that's the case. We have to remember that Venti is not in his original form, right? So the first time we ever get the first form of him that we have is the Wind Spirit, but I think he had a different form before that. And perhaps that's how the Travelers know Venti. But that's all I'm gonna say about that right now. By the way, the researcher that talks about the apple's name is Yavanna or something. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to look that up. Crabcake, didn't they call him that because he's like traveling, going around a lot of places like a dandelion scene? Yeah. So that could be it too. It's just really suspicious, y'all. It's just really suspicious. It's just very suspicious. Hey Valis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, please tell me I didn't miss anything. No, you did not miss a single thing. Hello Quantum Jinx, how you doing? You finally made it to a stream. Yes. How you doing?
Thank you for
welcome back. Welcome back. You're like one of my very, very old subscribers. How you doing? Alien A. Yes, and for some reason the Traveler doesn't remember. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of suspicious things regarding Venti and his relationship with the Travelers. Very, very sus. Stoic, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're here, but you're at work. All right, well, we're gonna make this real nice and cozy. Something for you to watch while you do your work. We still got 50 minutes. Goodness gracious. Hey, Gian Nunez, how you doing? No. No. Oh, God, you remember that, don't you? Well, I'm not saying a word. I forgot I had accidentally said my name on one of my streams. Hello, true god of destruction. Welcome back. Prodic Chakma. Oh, yes. Hello. I noticed you saw something or said something earlier, but I didn't say anything. How you doing? Can anyone tell me when the version 3.2 live stream will be uploading? I think so. The live stream on YouTube starts in 49 minutes, and I think it'll be up like once that's all done. And I'm assuming the live stream is like how long? An hour? Is it like 30 minutes? Is this patch even like a big one? Or what? Do they really have that much to say? Well, I mean, somebody else said earlier that they did have a lot to say, but in a short amount of time. It's like 30 minutes? Okay. So it's not a long one. All right. Yeah, I always busy those times around, so finally I caught up on one of your streams. Yes, well, welcome. Glad you could make it. What are you gonna do to have enough for Kusanali? Oh my goodness. Okay. So, from the exploration and stuff that I've done, as well as, you know, all the events that they've had since we last live streamed, I've gotten around like 7,000 primo gems, as you can see up here. But then remember all the pulls that we did. I got a whole bunch of Masterless Star Glitter, enough to get 32 fates. So with that, and then this, what is that, like 72 pulls, roughly? And then with the new version, all the new primo gems, I can at least pull to get to 90. Now that doesn't mean we're gonna get Nahida guaranteed, but I can get a 5-star from her banner, and we're gonna pray that it's fucking Nahida. We are gonna pray real hard. To all the archons, to me ho yo. Oh, Stoic, you're a delivery driver, so you're just listening. Oh, awesome. Leon, I can't wait until the banner arrives. I have almost 40k primo saved for this one. That's the most I have saved. Nice. Nice. I hope all of you get her if you are pulling for her, or if you're gonna pull for, what's her name? Layla or something, right? Oh, let's do this. Let's do this random quest while we're at it. Yeah, Layla. But is she not on Kusanali's banner? Is she on the ones after it? We can't let you wish again like the last stream. Yeah, please do not let me get crazy like the last stream. I became very unhinged and just spent every single primo gem that I had. Oh my god, I watched what you did on your last wishing. You are literally like me when I got my C4 gone you. Good lord. Good lord. C4 gone you. I mean, congratulations, but damn. I want Nahida, but I have to get A's weapon first, so sadly I have to skip her. All. Well, I mean, yeah, that's whatever. And Nahida will always be back. Thank goodness they do reruns. She will always be back. You're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese tonight, Katie. Nice. Also, welcome to the stream. That should be fun. I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in like forever. The animatronics scare me ever since Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, actually, they've scared me since I was a child, to be quite honest. Those things are creepy. But I don't know if they've changed anything in like the years I haven't been. Where is this thing? It's up there? Great. Shame you missed that stream then. Well, the VOD is up, so you can watch. You can watch how fucking insane I go. Just go to the Sino one. Ow. The frick? Hello, Leo. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Animatronics Scaramouche. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we get that boss fight. Don't we? Finally. Oh, there it is. Oh, have I not done this? Oh no, this is part of the quest. Okay, get over here. It's gonna take a while. Okay. Also, I should probably... Well, no, I don't need to turn the rain off. It should be fine. Where the heck? Oh, damn it. Okay, well, that's okay. Hello, Happy. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Mr. Pickles the Kid yells Mr. Pickles somewhere somebody dies. Oh, God. Mr. Pickles, he's a good boy. What? I'm confused. And heavy metal music. You stop to watch the trailer. It's pretty hype. Well, okay. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be exciting, y'all. Okay, let me... Okay, you go over there while I get this. Alright, come over here. Come over here. Get over here. You're taking your sweet ass time. Has Kazuha and Raiden on the same team. Yes, yes, I know.
Adventure time.
I have some good 5 stars. Well, that one was easy to find. I don't understand the point of this event. I thought it would have some lore significance, and it might. But I'm gonna have to like look at this again, because speaking of events, how did we feel about the events in 3.1? Like, what did you guys think about the wind event? What do you think about this one? Was it fun? Was it useless? Were you bored? Did you just do it for the primos? Katie, you don't type, you use text to speech. Oh, okay, well that makes a lot more sense. What the heck? So something that they have changed is that somebody dressed up in a Chuck E. Cheese outfit will come out on the arcade randomly. Oh God, I feel bad for that person and bad for the children. Terrifying. It's Hoyo, of course. The music gotta play out. Yeah. The wind event was annoying, so you skipped it. You genuinely cry. Hello, Bunabell Q. How you doing? I genuinely cried in the Mondstadt event. I haven't done these 2 events yet. Don't think I will either. Just do them for the primos. But they're pretty boring in my opinion. Prodic, I think it was okay, but I did enjoy the lore. Yes, the lore is always nice. The wind event is boring, yeah. That was just... Like, please don't ever do that event again. Just give us the event where we could build our own domains. That was pretty fun. And also give us the ability to, like, invite people in them, like, all at once. Like, 4 people in one domain all at once. That would be fun. And also give us the ability to add, like, fighting challenges and stuff like that. There's so much they could do with that Divine Ingenuity domain event that they released a while ago. No! I need those. I need those. Come back. The little onion that could. Do you support LGBTQ? Also, should I come out to my friend? I'm quite scared to. Well, do I support LGBTQ? Absolutely. I personally am gay myself. And as far as coming out is concerned, do it on your own time. If you feel ready to come out to your friend, then go right ahead. And if you feel safe and you know all of that, then go right ahead and do it. But don't do anything until you're ready. Do it on your own time. You are not on anyone else's time except for your own. Oh, I need these lotuses. But also congratulations. Hello, Uniharu, how you doing? Yes, good luck, Happy. Everybody send her or him well wishes. Mr. Pickles is about a dog who kills people while little Timmy doesn't notice and calls him a good boy. What? What? Prodic, you watched the trailer and can't wait for 3.2, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for 3.2. I am. I'll be honest. I really am. Because I just want all the Nahida lore that we can get and Ruka Devata lore. Speaking of which, I have a video coming out about both of them. I ended up doing that because it ended up being a Sun and Moon episode. So that's what I'm working on right now. It's about 30 minutes, 31 minutes. The first half of it is basically why that cutscene, Lost Legacies in the Sand, where you see Ruka Devada regressing into a child, why that isn't Kusanali. And then the other half is just straight up about them and Istaroth. So get ready. We're going deep into the brain rot. TCG is in 3.3. Love to hear it. I cannot wait. That is the one thing that I've been waiting for. Wow, 3.3 is going to be stacked. We're going to get probably Scaramouche, probably something else. Well, hopefully Scaramouche, who knows. And then, ooh, TCG is going to be so much fun. Hello, Akamatsu. Welcome to the stream. How are we feeling after the trailer? Because we haven't seen the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know how many other people in this chat haven't seen the trailer either. So just, you know, don't share your opinions until like, what is it? We have 39 more minutes until the YouTube stream. So don't worry about it. Don't worry. Oh, Happy, you think she's homophobic and you're like so scared? Oh, okay. Well, again, if you feel like she will not be supportive, you know, you don't have to come out to her. You remember, prioritize your own safety. But also, you know, again, just do what you feel comfortable with. And do you have any other friends who you can talk to that can provide you some advice on what you should do? Support systems are always nice. Yeah, then she's not your friend if you feel like she's not going to accept you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Do not feel pressure to come out. That is your own personal journey, and you are on your own time frame. Onion, how has it been having Sino? I actually enjoy having Sino. I don't have him in my party right now. Why don't we just switch? I've been slowly leveling him up because scarabs are annoying to find, and I haven't pulled up the interactive map to find all of them. But I have him at level 70. He's doing really well. I used him in the Abyss, and he was very, very helpful. But I like him. I really do. Which makes me wonder if I'm gonna like playing as Razor. The only reason I haven't played as Razor is because I don't really like Claymore users. They are not my favorite. But maybe I'll have to look and play. All right, I have to get these little lotuses. Let me get these little blue lotuses. These things are annoying to get, by the way, because they're just like on cliffs. They're so annoying to get. Aw, we have such a supportive community. Thank you guys for being so kind to Happy. Hello, Star the Sakuya Flower. So much is happening today, it's hard to keep up. Oh goodness. Well, I'm excited for the stream. I'm so excited. You've been working on your Tignari, but the Mushroom Boss and the Nilupala Lotuses are annoying. Yeah. 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 Yeah, those Nilupala Lotuses are annoying to find too, because they're just scattered everywhere. They're not the easiest to find. Let me go to Vanarana. Leo, man, you love my videos. Thank you. I'm glad y'all are enjoying them. All 10 of them that are on the channel right now. Well, technically like 9, since I think one of them is a stream right now, the Sino stream, so that doesn't count. But I have like 9 videos up right now. What time is it for you? It's 4:24 for me. You live in the UK, by the way. Ah, gotcha. Right now it is 11:25 a.m. for me. So, yeah. We're about, what, like 5 hours apart? Yeah, 5 hours apart. Ellie, only Claymore user I like is D-Luke. He's so fire. Yeah, D-Luke is hot. D-Luke is cool, especially his new skin. I almost was like, I kind of want to pay for his skin, but I don't play Diluc, so it wouldn't be worth it. Oh, we have some resin to spend. Why don't we go do that? And then why don't we go explore or something? Because we got like, we still got 35 minutes to kill. Razor was your very first DPS. Even though I don't use him anymore, he'll forever have a special place in my heart. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I may build him because he interests me. I like his character. So why not, right? When in Rome. Help, she just said, sure. Wait, in response to what? Uniharu, the longer I go without Tainar, the more I realize I messed up not pulling for him. Oh yeah, Tainar is really cool, but he's in the standard banner now, right? Which, I mean, doesn't mean anything. It might take forever to actually get him. But still. You have chances to get him. Methinks. Oh, well, bye, Sino. That was my fault. Yeah, as in, are you sure? Or like in a rude way? Yeah, like, what's the context? How did she say this? Kokoro... Oh, Kokoro Kine, how you doing? You bought Diluc's skin, but you don't even use him. See, yeah, that's what I was... Valis, you did the same thing too. See, that's why I didn't buy him, because even though I really liked his skin, I know I don't play him. So, Oh, happy she ain't responding. Don't worry about it. Just calm down. And I guess wait for her response. What did you get in the event thing? You got a free welcome. Wait, what event thing? Wait, what event thing are you referring to? Yeah, Tainar is standard now. I hope that if I lose the 50-50 for Scar, I'll at least get his C1. Yes, that would be nice. Because Tainar is a really good unit, apparently. I bought... A lot of you bought his skin, and you don't even use Diluc. But I get it. Aesthetics, aesthetics are important. Everybody plays this game for different reasons. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I played this game is because my friend Yudiharu, you showed me Zhongli, and I was like, yep, I gotta play Genshin Impact. That's literally the only reason I'm playing this game right now. I came for the thirst, stayed for the lore. Oh, it was some check-in event. Interesting. Oh, what Diluc skin does, right, makes y'all go crazy. But I will say that skin is really nice. It's real clean. Real clean. Oh, goodness. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I have to... Let me see something. All right, anyway, sorry about that. Ah! All right. Yeah, Happy, don't freak out. Just take a breath. Just wait for her response. Don't stress about it too much. I say that, but I know how nerve-wracking it can be, but, all you can do is wait for her response. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I hate this domain. This is why I usually bring in Venti, because that. Oh god, I'm so bad at this game. I always like the Dragon Spine event. Yes, those are always nice. in December, January. Excited to see what it uncovers this year. Yeah, we usually get some nice Albedo lore or like Conria lore or something like that. So I cannot wait. But we just had Albedo's banner, which is really scary. Scary as in I don't know what's coming in December. Because we just got Albedo, which makes me wonder what's coming in December. I hope we get like a Christmassy themed character too. Like Hu Tao's Halloween themed-ish kind of, just because she deals with death and stuff. So I want like a Christmas themed character that always comes out around Christmas. Ellie, your theory video about Paimon is the amazing best theory video I've ever watched, hands down, and I've seen most of them. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Gyan, you like this domain because the leyline disorder makes EM go burr, right? It's nice, and like I can really clear it fast with Venti. But as you can see, with this team, I just let everything die, and I need to stop doing that. I even have a healer, which how the frick did I let freaking Sino die with a healer in my team? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, and I just let Ether die. Also, I don't even know if I've said this, but Sumeru's music is hype. Like, Sumeru's music is really freaking good. It's so nice to look. It's so nice to look at. Soleil, I usually take Zhongli and Bennett, so I become basically immortal. Right. Maybe I should just take Zhongli. Kaya lore. I hope we get Kaya lore. Another Dainsleif quest would be nice. Bianca, its oldest symbolism, that of abundance and wow. Satiate. I can't read today, so I'm gonna ignore that word. Is constantly being eroded. A sentence from the Apple request. By the way, sorry if I'm bothering you with this. No, you're not bothering me with this at all. That's interesting. Abundance and satiety. Interesting. It's constantly being eroded. I'm gonna have to look into that. Thank you for alerting me on that. Am I the only one who does not think anything will come on December? Like, can we chill? Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I hope something will happen. But like you said, there may not be anything special. But who knows? Who knows? Let me go to a freaking Statue of the Seven and heal my freaking ether. Yeah, the music is just really, really good. Just really, really good. It'll probably be something Sumeru or Inazuma, since we're gonna have Lantern Rite again early in the year, and we just had Vinelaza Fest. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the winter quest is. We need more wintry regions. Actually, that's gonna come in Snezhnaya, right? But I kind of want another snowy region that's not Dragonspine. Also, I feel bad that we only go to Dragonspine, like, every winter. Otherwise, we just don't go there. We just ignore it. If Archon Marathon continues and A comes in 3.3, then maybe it will be Inazuma focused. Maybe even follow up to whatever happens to Scaramouche if he doesn't get obliterated in this next story act. Yes, that is the alternative I would love. I kind of want him to confront his mama. I'm waiting for that to happen. I think we all are. But I also wonder... Gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot to consider there. There's a lot to consider with Scaramouche. Let's see what turn he takes in 3.2, because I imagine, like, it's not gonna end well for him, right? Because the academia have been pumping him full of corrupted knowledge, basically. Because they've been sucking all the brain juice of the researchers who tapped into the Irminsul tree, and the Irminsul tree is infected right now. So, like, what's gonna happen to Scaramouche? And then, like, the other thing about melding his mind, is it gonna, like, overload him or something? Or is he just not affected because he's like a puppet or something? That's like my one big question right now. Is he just gonna go like ape shit? Like what's gonna happen? What level is my statue right now? It's level 7. Wait, Akamatsu the stream's out? I thought it started at 12. No, it starts at 12. It says it premieres in 24 minutes. We'll be okay. God, that scared me, y'all. Katie, every epic anime battle in existence. I'm actually, according to my calculations, the Peach of the Mom was used. What the frick are you talking about, Katie? I'm so confused. Just get good. But I'm bad, and that's why that domain and I don't agree. True God of Destruction. I remember Ashikai saying something about since we got Albedo now, then maybe we'll get something on Venti, since she said he was being sus during the event. Yeah, hopefully we get a little bit. Like, I don't know what we'll get, but whatever we get, if we get Scaramouche lore and A lore or Venti lore, I will be a happy little onion. I will be a happy little onion. Or Gold's lore and like how they built Albedo and Durin. Yes, more Rhine-daughter lore would be nice too. Also, where is she? Like, where is she? What is she doing? I still can't believe Kaya's father was voiced. I was screaming internally, yes. And now we can confirm that Piero is not Kaya's father. So grandfather theory is alive and well. Hello, Jizo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. One thing I'm wondering, what will happen to Sumeru when the Fatui takes the Gnosis, since the Akasha will stop working, right? That is a good question, and I feel like, yes, the Akasha will stop working. I mean, how can it function? Unless they find something else to have it function on, and I'm not sure that they have a suitable replacement for that. I have no idea. Literally every region, like, who even remembers Enkanomiya? Yeah, it's just so unfortunate that we don't go to any of these regions for anything, really. Like, all we went to Enkanomiya for was for, like, 2 different things when it came out, and then the event where all the abyssal corruption, corrosiveness came out. That was previewing stuff that will happen in the chasm, right? All the corrosive stuff. But that's all we needed this region for, which is really sad because this area is really cool. But I mean, I guess that's what happens, and that's what's going to continue to happen, I suppose. But hopefully we do revisit some of these areas later. But who knows? Hello, Alshu, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Satoru, hello. I don't think I've seen you talk yet. How you doing? Oh, Jos, how you doing too? I don't think I've seen you talk yet. And Alice lore. Yeah, where is Alice? She's like everywhere, but nowhere at the same time. She's like everywhere, but nowhere. Anime Holic, how you doing? I just feel like they think Alice and Rhine-daughter are not relevant enough yet to be properly introduced, I guess. Yeah, I think they're waiting. They're just straight up waiting. Because those 2 characters are super important. Or at least they're building them up to be, especially Rhine-daughter. And honestly, no, Alice is super important too. So, who knows? Who knows what we will get to see? When they will show up? What they will drop in terms of lore? Yes, in the Vine Laserfest cutscene, we heard Kaya's daddy. And it was nice. Oh, have I did like a whole bunch of exploration in the desert, like just in one day, and I think I've gotten most of everything. But I hate how there's no underground, like, maps. Please, MiHoYo, please give us an underground map at some point. Hello, Lux Guy, how you doing? And we heard Rosaria's Bandit Dad and Creepus, huh? Yeah. You know, the one thing I wish we would have heard is like Bennett's dads, because their relationship, like his relationship with his dads is so cute. I would have loved to hear them say something about Bennett. But alas, it's all right. Wait, you thought that was D-Luke's dad? Yeah, we heard Kaya's dad and then we heard D-Luke's dad, but two different people. Yeah. You got 95% of the desert area. It was exhausting. Yeah, there was a lot here. A lot. A lot. The Dad Collective. Yes. I want more Bennett lore. Because where the hell does Bennett even come from anyway? He was found in like a domain or something, right? Which is sus. I want to hear more about him. You just came back from a convention and got an Oblivion Keyblade? Nice! That's like one of my favorite Keyblades. Such a sleek design. And iconic. I honestly think they won't be introduced until like near the end when we shift focus on the Abyss and Conria. Yeah, I think they'll pop up like a little bit before that. Maybe not like in any significant capacity, but I do think they'll show up a little bit before that. Again, that doesn't mean they'll do anything, but I think we'll get glimpses of them, like maybe not anytime soon, but hopefully by the time we get to Notlon or Fontaine, maybe we'll get to see at least one of them. All right, I have been farming for stuff for Nahida, and it has not been going well. This domain hates me. Like, it just straight up does not like me. Because most of the things I've gotten from it are absolute garbo. And not a dendro goblet in sight. Except for that one, which is garbo. It's so upsetting. Wah. But I'm gonna feed some artifacts into this so I can pick up the other artifacts on the ground. Ah ha 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 ha, welcome to the stream. I can't wait to see your reaction to the 3.2 trailer. I'm so hyped for it. We got 18 minutes left. Oh, I'm so excited for it. Yeah, like, just like cameos. Nothing too significant, but like, we get to see their models or something like that. Because, to be honest, I thought we wouldn't see Dainsleif for a very long time, but then he popped up. So, who knows, right? Who knows what they've got in store? Yeah, that artifact domain is just... ugh. Ugh. Bonjour, kawaii beans. How you doing? Hamels, how you doing? Am I gonna roll for Scaramouche? That is the plan. But I'm also rolling for Nahida, so we will see how many primos I have by the time Scaramouche rolls around. Hopefully we will have enough to at least do some pulls. Like, a lot, to where I actually have a chance of getting him. Wait, when did Dane pop up? Dane popped up like a while ago, right? During the We Will Be Reunited Archon quest. That was like during, what was it, like 1.4? Version 1.4? And people thought he wouldn't pop up for a long time, but he popped up pretty early in my opinion. So who knows when Alice and everything will, and Rhindaughter will appear. You have 180 primos saved for Scara currently. Oh goodness. Well, good luck. You have a lot more to get, and I think this new version will be, you know... I have a feeling this version is going to be like a slower patch, because I don't think we're getting any new additional areas right now, right? Even though there technically are more Sumeru areas, but I don't think we're getting any more, at least in this patch. Hopefully in the next one, as in 3.3. Like, hopefully we get to go where that big blue tornado thing is. Whatever the hell that thing is. At some point. Oh, you thought you meant in Sumeru? No. Yeah, no, I didn't mean in Sumeru. Yeah, he popped up in 1.3 completely unannounced. And people just were like, oh, you're here now. That's random. Victoria, how you doing? I think it would be very interesting if either Gold or Alice were with the Fatui. Yes, that would be interesting. I still can't figure out Gold. Like, I've been trying to figure out, like, what the hell she was doing, why she was doing it. I'm suspicious of her identity, especially given her background. And by background, I mean her likely inspirations, because she's probably based on that play, right? The Das Rheingold. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a German play involving 3 Rhine maidens, some treasure they protect, the Alberic dwarf. There's a lot that's going on. And it makes me really suspicious of who she is. Who's Gold? Gold is Rhine-daughter. Rhine-daughter is the one who basically is being blamed for the cataclysm, essentially. She built, or made, not built, but she created like a whole bunch of the abyss monsters we see, like the wolves. And yeah, she's currently being blamed for the cataclysm, but I have a feeling things happened a lot differently than what we're being told. But who knows? I don't know what her motivations were, other than the Primordial Human Project, which is where Albedo comes from. And that's a really suspicious project if we think about all the information we learned in Enkanomiya about the Primordial One. So the question is, what are primordial humans? And I think primordial humans are probably traveler-esque people, because Albedo has like a lot of nods to the travelers in his design, like a lot of sun references, just like a lot of similarities to the traveler. They've even compared themselves to Ether and Lumine, which is really suspicious. So if Rhine-daughter was building or trying to make a traveler-esque human, why was she doing it? For what motivations? It's just all very sus. Very, very sus. And then given her the relationship with the opera, right, that the Rhine Gold is from, the 3 Rhine maidens protecting Rhine Gold, it just makes me very suspicious of who Rhine-daughter actually is. Because if you've researched that play, Genshin's Rhine maidens might have been the Moon Sisters. It's just very suspicious because, again, we have another 3 ladies who are protecting some gold or some sort of treasure. And there are subtle references to that in Genshin. Well, one that I'm talking about is actually from Tears of Themis. Have you guys seen the thing from Tears of Themis, which names off a whole bunch of demon names? And it says that they're protecting this treasure. I can't remember like which actual names that it mentions. It mentions like Pain. Paimon's mentioned in it, Asmodeus is mentioned in it, which if you guys have seen the leak thing that's been out forever about Asmodee is what the sustainer was called in the files in the early game. Which could always change, by the way. So I don't think it's going to change, but yeah. Very suspicious. And Asmodee is like another name for Asmodeus. Very, very suspicious. If you guys have seen that that Tears of Themis, we'll pull it up. We'll pull it up later after the stream. Someone remind me later. What is this? Temple of, oh, this is, okay. Yeah, but like Paimon's name was mentioned, Asmodeus's name was mentioned. Cain or Came was mentioned. Agrius or Agares, something like it. Something like that. I can't remember, but we'll look it up. Do I think Rhine-daughter is an XP of Golden Diva from Honkai? Wait, who is Golden Diva? Is that Eden from the Flame Chasers? Because if it is, I think she might be based on a little bit on Eden from the Flame Chasers. But that's only because Eden's codename is Gold. And also, she has a lot of musical themes, which makes me really suspicious. Like, super suspicious. Yes, Tears of Themis, that Husbando game. Tears of Themis MC was my love interest. Interesting. I haven't played Tears of Themis, like, at all. But maybe I'll pick it up, because it seems interesting. It's, like, very Phoenix Wright-esque, right? It's like a love interest game, mystery game. Oh, it is Eden, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, then yes. I think she will probably be based a little bit on Eden, and maybe someone else as well. Maybe a little bit of Mobius, because Mobius is all science-y, and Rhindaughter seems to be science-y. Eden was an opera singer. See, okay, there it is. It's very suspicious. And then the name Rhindaughter likely comes from an opera. Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Akamatsu, either the Regency lasted for longer than just one Alberic, or the Alberics took power after the fall of Conria, and King Ermin was the last of the Eclipse dynasty. Yeah, I think King Ermin was probably the last of the Eclipse dynasty. As far as how or when or who put the Alberics in power, I have no idea. Was it King Ermin himself? Because they said Ermin's health was failing, or at least that's what they were teasing, right? So Ermin could have easily put them in charge while he was sick. But I don't know. We just don't know enough. We don't know enough, and it's so frustrating. Karasu, welcome back. I'm sorry your finger is broken. Holy crap. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Ooh, we got 8 minutes, y'all. Prodic, you feel like an important character will die in the future. God, I hope it's not Venti. He's got, like, death vibes. Yes, we've got, like, 6 or 7 minutes. Can't wait. It's almost here. So we're gonna switch over in a second. But yeah, I hope it's not Venti. That's all. I just don't want it to be Venti. I don't want it to be any of the Archons, especially Venti and Zhongli. Like, please don't die. What is the connection between Ermin and the IRMINSUL tree? That is a good question. One that I have many thoughts about, starting with the fact that Ermin is one of the, I believe it's one of the titles for Odin, the Norse god, like the All-Father, King of all gods, which is suspicious. The Odin of Genshin Impact could be, I guess, likened to the primordial one, which is suspicious. And the IRMINSUL tree is like the heart of the world. So there may be some extended connection that the two have. I'm not quite sure. And this is based on absolutely nothing, but I have a feeling that Ermin is from the civilization that may have been in Celestia, along with like the Traveler and other people. I have nothing to base that on. Absolutely nothing. That's just a crack theory. But I have a feeling that the people of Conria have something to do with Celestia. Like maybe some of them were actually from the civilization that lived in Celestia. Who knows? Nothing to base that on at all. Oh damn, that was a lot of fucking materials. Is it King Ermin sitting in the BP cutscene? I think the primordial one is the one sitting in the BP cutscene, not necessarily Ermin. But then again, maybe that, I don't know, maybe there is some connection that Ermin and the primordial one have. Who knows? Who knows? We just know so little. Knowing Hoyoverse is probably going to be at least one important... Yeah, I can see at least one important character dying. And being unalived. But I don't know. Isn't there some sort of big tree that connects the realms in that mythology? Yes, that's the Yggdrasil, if I pronounce that correctly, tree. It is the world tree. That is tended to by the goddesses of fate, the Norns. Which keep the tree from rotting away, which is very interesting because the Norns, the equivalent to them in Genshin, are the Moon Sisters. They've killed people in Honkai before, though. Yeah, like, they're not... I don't think Hoyoverse is afraid of, like, murdering people. They're not afraid to go that route. But I don't know if they're going to do it in Genshin. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Because, again, they're not afraid. Your camera movements while saying that killed me. Well, I'm glad. I don't know why I always do this. But, yeah, when I'm, like, really talking to y'all... I zoom in. Oh, hey, look, it's Celestia. That's such an interesting angle, by the way. It's like we could see the lower half of it. I don't know, it's such a weird-ass angle. Ellie, I wonder if the princess in the BP cutscene will be playable. I have a feeling she might be, but we'll see. I want her to be. If there's one thing Hoyoverse loves, it's money. Yes, it is. All right, y'all, we're going to switch over. We are going to switch over. We're going to switch over. Let me log out. Celestia has a 3D model now. Interesting. All right, y'all. Let me move this to my other monitor so I can actually freaking see it. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Riding Shotgun, hello. You just subscribed to me. Love your videos. Keep it up. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Victoria, I feel like they might kill off more Harbingers, if anyone at all. Yeah, I feel like we might see some more Harbingers die. Which is sad because they all look really cool and I want them to be playable. But also, Honkai Impact has made dead characters playable, so why can't they do the same in Genshin? What did I think of the scene at the end of Golden Slumber? Oh, that was... I don't know what to think about the Golden Slumber because I don't even know what it is. Is it like some sort of space that the Scarlet King created? There's a lot there, and I have to gather my thoughts about that quest because my thoughts have been dedicated elsewhere right now. But I do still intend on releasing a Scarlet King video because there's a lot we got to talk about. I briefly talked about it in one of my streams about the Scarlet King and his parallels, potential parallels with the primordial one, and also King Solomon. So that's kind of what I want to explore in my Scarlet King video. But yeah, we'll talk about that guy later because there's a lot of sus things that were not covered in the Archon quest. And that's like deep lore stuff. But yeah, I have no idea what to think about the Golden Slumber right now. Other than it was weird. Oh, you think Columbina's gonna die? Maybe. Who knows? Senora made me sad. She looks so beautiful. Yeah, maybe we'll see her. Hopefully. Maybe we will see her again. Hopefully. Guys, what if Rosaria comes back? Like, Dottore cloning her. But wait, she's not dead, is she? Is Rosaria dead yet? Guess we gotta wait for the anime to get some answers. It's rumored to be it'll be a prequel. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like, the anime being a prequel, potentially. Wait a minute, what in the world? Wait, hold on. Ah! Oh, it's almost time, y'all. Oh, wait, let me turn on subtitles as well. Give me 1 second. My freaking earphones are like freaking out. Oh, sorry, not Rosaria. Okay. Golden Slumber might be a domain. I have been Deshret gaming this past month, so I have been thinking of very little outside that. Yeah, it might have been like a domain or some sort of subspace, which is what domains seem to be. So yeah, I agree with that. It's really weird. Y'all, it's almost time. We got 60 seconds. Yeah, I hate this premiere song too. It's annoying. But I'm gonna let it play. You're switching over. You'll see y'all soon. Okay, okay. We'll see you soon. Is the afterlife just the abyss? I'm not sure. The afterlife seems to be like the ley lines. Right? So the ley lines seem to be where everything goes, and that's kind of the afterlife. Wait, hold on, y'all. I need to turn this motherfucking music down because, oh lord. Because it's a little loud for me. All right, there we go. How's the volume for you guys, though? Oh no, no. What have I done? I accidentally paused it.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.2 special program.
Why is this in German?
You are the voice of the male traveler.
Why is this in German?
And today I'm joined by...
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Hey everyone, I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, and I voice Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida. This is my first ever special program, and I can't wait to explore the upcoming content with all of you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alejandro Saab, and I'm the voice of Cyno. Hopefully everyone's gotten to know Cyno a little better during this version, and we've still got plenty of Cyno coming our way in the upcoming version too.
And I'm sure lots of travelers are super excited to see what version 3.2 has in store for us.
Yes.
So let's jump right in and start with our new version trailer.
Let's do it!
Yeah, Kimberly's voice range is absolutely insane.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by?
Ooh.
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Oh, he's leaving?
Amazing.
No.
So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, this is adorable.
Hey,
What is that?
make yourself at home.
Whoa.
Yeah. But now this
Okay.
is going to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Her ult is huge.
Is it too late for an extension?
Ooh.
Ha! Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Ooh, we finally get a freaking Dendro Cube.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Who was that?
So, you think this is over?
Ooh.
Wait. No. I can't.
Oh.
That's the secret hidden by IRMINSUL concerning the truth of this world.
Hmm.
The balladeer has already become a god?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
Ooh. Ooh. They made Nahida cry, right? Oh, bye, Lux Sky. See ya. Ooh.
At my command,
Ooh, this looks really cool.
cycle begins. Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I I must admit that I'm a little scared.
Oh, that is so cool.
I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
I'm glad they're on our side now.
Betrayed all of Sumeru. Betrayed its archon.
Ooh, that's the Grand Sage.
Creating a god. We are using human wisdom to create a god. Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh. Ooh, we got Nahida and Paimon there with us. Oh, this is gonna be so exciting. I can't wait. Oh, I need to memorize these codes. Actually, they're probably somewhere. I'm not even gonna bother. They're probably somewhere. Bro Transformers, right? Notice the voice distortion. That sounds, there's a lot to unpack. Including like the name of the trailer itself, and likely the name of, what is it, one of the Archon quests? Because a Kalpa, or Kalpis, I believe is what it's called, refers to a period of time, an eon, like it's the end of a cycle, right? So I find that to be an interesting name for this. Oh, there's so much to talk about here, especially since the tree, the Irminsul tree, is getting burned, and usually, like, that's how the world ends, is in fire and flame.
So, we've got a lot to unpack from that trailer.
Yeah. After experiencing the Sub-Zerus Festival, Samsara, and surviving our journey through the desert, we'll finally get to the riveting end of the Sumeru Archon quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon. But I'm sure the first thing everyone's wondering is how we're going to save the Dendro Archon.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm wondering.
Nahida's been locked up by the doctor inside the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's not like we can just go walking in there. And on top of that, we're dealing with two of the Fatui Harbingers now. We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form, as well as the doctor, who seems to be a real tricky one to predict. I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this one.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Totally. And besides these two Harbingers, we can be sure the Grand Sage will also be on his guard. But hey, with the help of two insiders like Sino and Alhaitham, we might just have a way into the Academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra, Sino also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the Academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
Maybe.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everyone's hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, we still don't know the meaning behind the words that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us. World, forget me.
I have thoughts on that, and we'll talk about that after
Travelers
this.
will be able to personally unravel the answers to all these questions in their own journeys through version 3.2.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious what the future for Sumeru will be once they get through all of this, and, well, you know, what will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way?
Yeah, same. I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and
wait a minute, what does that have to do with anything?
Desert dwellers who have been mistreated all these years, there's a lot that needs to change for them, too.
Right. So be sure not to miss Chapter 5 of the Archon quest, Akasha Pulses, the Kulpa Flame Rises. It'll be quite the ride, and I hope everyone will enjoy it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and of course, the end of this quest won't be the end of everyone's journey in Sumeru. There are still many puzzles and mysteries waiting to be solved. Whether it's Lesser Lord Kusanali, the Doctor, or the Balladeer, I think there still might be lots of unexpected things waiting to be uncovered.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the storyline, maybe we can talk about that massive mechanical-looking puppet we've seen. That's the god that the Academia has been creating.
That's right, and now that you mentioned it, let's talk about the Balladeer
Okay, this thing is
battle.
so cool.
Whew, this boss looks tough. The Doctor must have put a lot of his energy into this.
You know what it looks like?
The Balladeer has lots of strong and awesome looking abilities, so why don't we start by checking out some gameplay from the new boss battle?
Sounds good.
Woo!
The boss looks like it could be a Yu-Gi-Oh monster in my opinion. But that's just my Yu-Gi-Oh fan talking. The Yu-Gi-Oh fan inside of me. By the way, Kalpa means time or a tree. I think it's Hindu symbolism, but you should search it. Yeah, I've researched it before, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it in the video that I'm gonna come out with, the analysis of this trailer, because it also has to deal with what I've talked about before as far as the Mahabodhi tree in the Mahabodhi temple, if you guys remember from that initial Sumeru video that I had done a while ago on the AHHH system and such. But I'll talk about that later. He uses all of the elements, or like he used hydro and electro and pyro and cryo. This is...
Oh, wow, just look at the size of it.
Wow.
Pretty sure this boss is gonna push travelers to the limit.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that thing is huge.
Interesting.
And come to think of it, this is like the third Fatui Harbinger boss battle we've had. They really keep stepping up the art and design every time. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This is an ultra powerful puppet we're going up against here. So we're talking huge attacks and epic moves.
Oh, he uses
Let's
animal
break it down a
too.
bit.
Dang.
In the first phase of the battle, the Balladeer will use his massive arms to attack everyone.
Jeez.
The arms are capable of utilizing different elemental powers, and there are several types of abilities, including attacks that create fields of burning or freezing effects on the ground.
Oh,
wow.
You know what? This fight kind of reminds me of when we fight Ruin Guards. I think we'll have to come up with a way to paralyze it.
Right. And you might have noticed there are some arcane formations on the ground, so activating those might trigger some interesting effects.
And I bet a lot of people are wondering what that thing is floating next to us. Not gonna lie, is kind of cute. Oh,
Looks like something Nahida made up, right? It kind of looks like the attacks she was using.
Not only is it super cute, but it's also super powerful. Travelers will need to charge energy for this little helper and use its special skills
That's
to
so
counter the boss in
cute.
battle.
A helper in a boss fight.
We'll have an R&R
Yeah, that's
pet. Oh
definitely
my
not
gosh. It does kind of look like a floating
Once the
R&R.
Balladeer has transformed into this massive form, our usual attacks won't deal any tangible damage to him. So, the only thing capable of breaking through his defenses will be our little helper that we just mentioned.
Oh, no
There
Geo
will
or
even be
Dendro.
some
Good
moments in the
point.
fight where travelers will need to use an aiming mode to attack the boss's weak points.
Oh, who would have guessed that little thing would be so important against a boss the size of the Balladeer?
I know,
So
right? They also use some amazing
I'm gonna
special
die
effects for all
so
of the
many
Balladeer's
times
moves. Speaking of which,
calling it now.
the cosmic appearance, the spacey special effects of his skills really kind of remind me of the Raiden Shogun skills.
Ah,
Kinda,
you're
yeah.
right. And seriously, I can't wait to check out this new boss fight.
I
I'm
mean, they
so
are
hyped.
siblings, so that makes sense.
So now that we've covered the new boss battle, I think it's time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2.
Ooh.
Let's welcome Lesser Lord
Wait a minute, hold
Kusanali,
on.
aka NAHIDA.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Our
This
new playable
quality,
characters coming in version
absolute
3.2.
garbo.
Let's welcome
There we
Lesser
go.
Lord Kusanali, aka NAHIDA. Yay!
Hey, finally!
After everything we've experienced in the story so far, I think Nahida's already like a good friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. Okay,
Aw.
so throughout our journey, maybe everyone's already noticed some of the unique, yeah, let's call it that, unique metaphors that Nahida likes to use. And yeah, they can be pretty out there. Or sometimes she'll use really childlike language to describe some deep or profound idea. But the truth is, she has yet to set foot in the outside world since she was born. To her,
Oh.
all the knowledge that she has in her mind is like pieces of scenery that she's never seen with her own eyes.
Totally. It's really hard to imagine that the god of wisdom had
Poor
been locked
Nahida.
up for 500 years. Just makes me upset just thinking about it.
But I'm sure everything will work out sooner or later.
If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida,
Okay, this is
then
what
be
I'm
sure to
actually
check out
excited
Nahida's
for.
story quest, Sapientia or Mastes chapter. The quest will be available upon completing the Sumeru Archon quest. So be sure to check out the quest to learn more.
It's nice that we'll
This
get
is
to
where
spend
I
more
think we're
time
gonna
with her.
learn the
I
Ruka
wanna
Devata
see
stuff.
Nahida in battle. What you got for us, Kimberly?
Oh, I've got lots to share. But before we get to that, let's have a quick peek at Nahida in action.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Yeah, Gyan, it looks like Madara's Susano. You right. You right.
Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom!
Oh yeah, she survives. Yeah, Nahida's definitely surviving. Sis is a survivor. Okay, this is adorable.
Wow.
She's so cute.
Look at her.
I love her.
Aw, little Nahida is so cute. I love how she hops around when she's fighting. Oh, and her swing too. So what's that skill that looks like she's using a viewfinder or something? That seems pretty different.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with her viewfinder-ish kind of skill, which is actually her elemental skill. As a Catalyst user, Nahida's combat style is pretty unique. You may cast her elemental skill by tapping the skill button, or you may hold the button to enter an aiming mode. Opponents who are selected while aiming will be linked by Nahida's special mark. After you trigger elemental reactions on opponents who are
this is
linked
like a
and
seamless
when they take
application
damage
of
from
Dendro.
cores, Nahida
That's
will
really
unleash
good.
Tri-Karma Purification, dealing Dendro damage.
Whoa, this is so cool. Yeah, I love how it's like connecting the enemies together.
Outside of combat, Nahida can use her elemental skill and enter the aiming mode we just mentioned to interact with certain harvestable
Ooh, that's so
items,
useful.
allowing her to collect items directly
That
to her
is so
inventory from a
useful.
distance.
Whoa, wait. Being able to harvest materials like that is gonna be so cool. That'll really save us some time.
Yeah. This skill may also have some additional uses, so travelers will have to give it a try themselves and see.
You can use it on people.
Nahida's
For
elemental
what?
burst is where things get really interesting. Upon unleashing her burst, Nahida
Girl, you got
manifests
32K
the
saved
Quarter
up. Good
Trees,
job.
expanding a special
Damn.
field.
That's pretty amazing.
You
The
gonna get
effect
her.
really does look like some royal court or
Yeah, this place looks
palace.
cool.
Yeah. Different
And it's
effects
so
will be produced
big.
based on whether there are pyro, electro, and hydro characters in the party. While Nahida is within the special field, a pyro member in the party will increase the damage of Tri-Karma Purification. An electro party member will
Interesting.
decrease the intervals at which Tri-Karma Purification is triggered, and a hydro party member will cause the duration of the
Ooh,
field to
Karasi,
be
you only got
increased.
74. I'm so
If
sorry.
there are at least 2 party members of the elemental types I just mentioned,
They're calling her Little
then the
Nana.
effects will
I'm
be
still
increased
calling her Lil
further.
Coos.
Whoa,
She's gonna be a
this is
rapper.
blowing
Oh
my
my
mind right
goodness.
now.
That's cute.
We'll really have to focus on which effects we
Lil
want to achieve
Coos.
and put some thought into our team's composition.
Right? A key thing to remember is that these effects can be triggered while Nahida is not on the battlefield, as long as
Interesting.
the active character remains in the special field radius.
Oh.
Nice. Also,
Yeah, her
in
attacks
addition
look
to
really
Nahida, we have
cool.
one other character joining us in version 3.
Oh yes, tell us about Layla.
That's right. She's a very peculiar academia student. Her name is Layla. Most days, she looks super tired and anxious, which seems to be a direct result of her relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not
Hey,
only is
Kirby,
she
how you
frail
doing?
and
Welcome to the
anxious
stream.
Looking, but she also studies astrology. So it's no wonder people around her might consider her a little strange and mysterious. And even though she's always groaning about her studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back. And that's where her unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is sleepwalking.
Is that really an
Yeah.
ability?
While she is sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all along.
Oh.
As soon as she starts sleepwalking, her unfinished papers
Oh,
no
no,
longer
she's
seem
me.
like
I'm
the
Layla,
monumental
right.
tasks they were, and she completes them in no time.
This is definitely something only Layla can do. Our viewers shouldn't try to do this with their own homework. But does Layla have any idea what happens when she's sleepwalking? I mean, does she know that she has this ability?
She seems to be aware of it. The papers are obviously full of her handwriting, after all. But there have been some weird instances. For example, once during crunch time while researching, she sleepwalked and climbed the wall of Salmio, and then randomly bumped into Candace. Such weird occurrences have made her start to wonder what's really going on.
Interesting.
And aside from her sleepwalking, just like any other student, Layla has many typical things that she hopes to achieve, as well as some regrets. She wants to be able to make friends and go out and have fun. But it seems like she'll never be able to do any of that until she graduates.
And
Okay, Layla.
actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat too, right?
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla in combat.
Sweet.
Interesting character. Also, she's an elf, isn't she?
Stars?
Yeah, she is.
There. Watch yours. My guiding stars. Stars, shine for me.
I like her hair. Ah, yes, tell us, Karasu, tell us about Layla.
It almost looks like she's sleeping while being protected by the shield.
This shield not only protects Layla, but also creates night stars while it is active. When a character protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, more night stars will be created. Once 4 night stars have been accumulated, they will transform into homing shooting stars, dealing damage to any opponent's hit.
Ooh.
Ah, night stars.
Interesting.
I love how her stars have a starry theme.
I don't know if I'm gonna get her, but she looks interesting.
Yeah, throughout the skill's duration, each time a night star is accumulated, the shield strength will increase. This effect can stack up to a maximum of 4 times.
Okay, that's kind of cute, the
Layla's
little
elemental
chandelier
burst
thing.
unleashes a dream sphere that constantly fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating night stars for Layla's shield. As a talented Ratawa student, Layla also comes in handy when crafting.
Whoa.
When Layla crafts character talent
Suspicious.
materials, she has a set chance to receive double the product.
Ah, nice.
Sweet. Anyway, when can travelers expect to see these new characters available in-game?
Great question. That brings us to our new event wishes. In the early part of version 3.2,
The
Nahida and
Moongrass's
Yuenya will be
Enlightenment is what
In the later
Nahida
part
is
of the
called.
version, We'll be
Suspicious.
seeing rerun event wishes for Yaemiko and Tartaglia, and Layla will become available for the first time. Also, a new 5-star
Yeah,
weapon,
I don't think I'm getting her
1,000 Floating
then.
Dreams, will be appearing in the new weapon event wish.
Oh, nice. By the way,
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard that
so
Layla's
unfair
been
that they're
getting
putting her
ready
in the
recently
second
to
banner.
participate in Sumeru's
Yeah,
Beast Tamer
nope, not
tournament.
pulling for her.
But before we get into that, I think it's time for us to take another break. We'll be back with the latest info on events coming in the version update.
So I know what you're thinking. It's time for
Oh,
redemption
Panda, you're
code.
right. It's the thing that hangs over
Get
babies'
it?
cribs. I don't know what those things are called.
I know.
All
But
right.
that's what it looks more like. Yeah, a mobile. Yeah, that thing. All right, so there's the second code. Interesting. Unfortunately, yeah, Layla is not gonna be something I'm gonna get, unfortunately. If she was in the first banner, then yeah, but No, a Yoimiya rerun. Yeah, she's back so early. I feel like we just got a banner for her, like not that long ago. Something to note is that they did not mention either character's Ascension 4 passives or what they scale on, which usually gets mentioned during these events. That's interesting. I wonder why they didn't do that. Well, there is an old tale called Layla and Majnun. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Might be referring to that. I'll have to look it up then. Optimum Pride is back.
Welcome back to the version 3.2 special program, everyone.
Yeah.
Next, we'll take a look at some of the new events for the coming update. An amazing fungus competition is about to begin in the lands of Sumeru.
A fungus
Not only
competition.
Has it attracted local
Oh, a free
competitors
dory.
from Sumeru, but also spectators from other nations.
Interesting.
Fungus competition? How does that even work? Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always attacking us in the wild.
I know it sounds a little weird, but you'll love it. In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a Wisdom Orb to catch and train their fungi and participate in battle events.
Interesting. So it's like
Although the fungi often pose
Pokemon.
as little troublemakers for us in the wild, using this gadget will allow travelers to establish a certain level of communication with them.
Okay, so if I catch and train a Jade Plume Terror Shroom, then I should be pretty much unstoppable, right?
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
Yes, it's a Pokemon
In
event.
this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them. Unfortunately, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom is not one of
Onion,
those
do I
areas,
not like
Kimberly.
Yai and Tartag? I
If you
have
end up
Child. I don't
starting
have
them,
Yai,
they'll flee
but
until they are outside a set distance.
it's not that I don't like
After
them.
catching
I
different
just
kinds of fungi,
I need to
you can follow
save
Paimon's
for
suggestion and give
3.3.
them cute names, but most importantly, you will have to train your fungi.
That sounds fun.
Travelers will have to use special floral jelly ingredients to mix and form blends that your fungi enjoy and unlock their true potential. While mixing
Interesting.
ingredients, use copy, switch, and rotate functions, and place
So we're
a
making
preset
paimons
formula
for
you
'em.
have in the corresponding spot.
Or puffins,
looks
whatever you
kinda
call
like
them.
jelly.
Whatever the
I
food
bet
in
Paimon's gonna
Pokemon
be
is called.
all over that.
Hey, Paimon wouldn't ever do that!
I feel like they're doing this because
I can tell
Scarlet and
even
Violet are
better.
coming out in November.
And with all these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
Yeah, so to work on their abilities, we'll use something called the Special Training Mode. In this mode, there will be 2 challenge types, Coordinated Assaults and Zone Defense. Travelers will be able to command their fungi's abilities, have them coordinate their attacks against a single target, and control them to defend the ley line monolith.
Aw, they're so cute. This
They're
is gonna
literally
be so
making
much
plants
fun.
for
I can't wait.
zombies.
Yeah, me neither. As for the rewards, in addition to Primo Gems and various materials, once travelers have reached a certain phase of the event, they will also be able to summon the great and almighty merchant Dory.
Interesting.
And Layla will be appearing in the event storyline, as well as a familiar visitor from another nation. Any idea who it could be?
Supposedly a fun guy.
A fun guy.
Okay, I
Who
see
is
what
it?
you did there. I respect it. Let's leave that for travelers to discover themselves in the event.
Come on, guys, fun guy.
Okay, next up we have
Fucking
a transit
Sino, oh
phase
my
with an
gosh.
all-new Trials event. For this event, travelers will have to use characters' special abilities to complete specific objectives. For example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an
Probably
overloaded reaction
Child.
with the end phase and Klee's attacks.
Okay.
Or use Yelan's elemental skill to move quickly. and
Sino
dodge
with his
giant
dad
pinballs.
jokes.
Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging
Sino is
attack
a
to
gift
send
to the
platforms
community.
back to the ground, or use Beto's elemental skill to hit the ball.
This sounds like some pretty
Interesting.
unusual training.
Yeah, and to make things even more interesting, this event
This is
will
what I'll
support
give Genshin
co-op
Impact
gameplay.
and their events.
Oh.
They love to play
This sounds like
around
it'll be a lot of fun
and
to
do
watch.
different things.
But what about
Which I guess I
objectives
can't
for
fault them
characters
for.
that maybe we haven't unlocked yet?
No worries, we got you covered. All the corresponding characters will be provided as trial characters in the challenges.
Perfect.
In addition to these
Interesting.
events,
Are we
version
playing
3.2
Mario
will also
Sports?
feature
It
an
seems
event
like
for our
it.
players to put their skills to the test. This time, we'll have a new edition of the Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice.
Oh, this is
So,
back.
What changes can
From
travelers
way
expect
back
this time around?
when.
The most notable change, of course, will be the addition of the new Dendro Hypostasis. That's right, the last member of the Hypostasis family will be officially landing in version 3.2. Besides serving as a new open-world boss, the Dendro Hypostasis will also be busy performing alongside its fellow Hypostases in the Hypostatic Symphony event.
This time around, travelers will be facing
Hmm.
challenges featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro, and Hydro Hypostases. Before each
God.
challenge, travelers may select a buff effect to use. However, as you increase the difficulty, the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging.
Okay, so they
it'll be
made
super
the
important for travelers to plan the
screen
right
a lot
moment to use
less
these effects.
So what
convoluted,
options do
or
we
they
have
just
once we
got
run
rid
out
of options
buffs?
that you could choose.
Travelers
Because
will
in the
still be
last
able
one,
to
you
use
could
food and potions from their inventory. If you're aiming to
You
just
could, like,
collect all the Primo
change
Gem rewards, then don't worry.
health
You won't need
effects
up
and
the
stuff like
difficulty
that.
Too much.
Okay, good to know. Whew.
I, for one, will definitely not be upping the difficulty. And just like before, you may tackle the challenges together with your friends once they have joined your world.
Great. We can help each other out.
Oh yeah.
Now that we've covered the challenge event, let's take a quick look at a couple more casual events coming our way in the new update. First, we'll be finding inspiration for an illustrator in the Outside the Canvas Inside the Lens event.
Ugh, I don't
And
care.
once again, we'll be working together with Lieben in Marvelous
Oh,
Merchandise.
hopefully it'll be
It's also worth
somewhat
mentioning here
interesting.
that some optimizations have been made for the photo event this time around. everyone will be able to select from some preset angles and can make use of the rotate and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
Interesting.
While you're out taking pictures, you may run into
Welcome
some
back,
interesting
Lux.
storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss outside the canvas, inside the lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too. In addition to all these new events, we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations. I'm really excited about the first of these, which is regarding the Serenity Pot. Starting with version 3.2, the Serenity Pot
Oh, we
will be
finally get a
adding the
Sumeru-themed
long-awaited
one.
replication system.
Replication.
Wow, that's super amazing.
Yeah. This feature will allow travelers to use sharing
Oh,
codes to
that's
bring designs
cool.
from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own, or share their own teapot designs.
Good, we
I
can
know
be
there may
lazy
be
and
some
just steal
travelers
other
out there
people's
who
work.
have seen some amazing teapot
Let's
designs that
just
they've
let's
wanted
just
to also create
use
themselves,
codes
but didn't
because
have the
I'm
ability
too
or time
lazy to
make them.
decorate my
With this new
own
function, travelers will be able
own
to bring that
Serenity
creativity
pot.
back to their own teapot or share their creativity with others.
Get ready to hit up
This
your
is a
friends with
lot,
amazing
but I like
teapot
this
skills.
feature.
I can't wait to see everyone
So I don't
sharing
have to
their designs,
freaking
especially with me.
decorate my own stuff.
Which brings us to our final update to share with everyone. This one is regarding the game's available languages.
So Light, hey, welcome
Starting
to the
with version
stream.
3.3,
Oh,
which
thank
will
you.
be the update following this one. Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language settings. So players who'd prefer to see the
Oh, they
game's
added
text and
Turkish and
UI in
Italian.
those
Interesting.
languages can look forward to that.
The team truly hopes that travelers from all over the world can enjoy the game and start their own journeys through the world of Teyvat.
For further
They're really
details,
expanding.
please check Genshin Impact's official channels and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff. Seriously, it's a lot to take in.
For sure. So now is probably a great time for our last redemption code.
Oh, it's over, yo.
Let's go.
Oh wait, they're adding that in 3.3. I thought they were adding it in this version. Okay, so wow, interesting. So definitely a lighter patch as far as like no explorable areas. I think the next one we're gonna get, like the next explorable area is gonna come in 3.4. The only reason I say that is because we got Enkanomiya in 2.4. So maybe we'll get a new region in 3.4, one where like an ancient civilization nail thing was dropped. Because I believe, Sabarudin, I saw your comment. You said that there's like a nail in the tornado thing, which is what I was gonna talk about. Because there's definitely lore about a nail falling in the desert, which created the desert, essentially. So I'm really interested to hear more about where it dropped and what's over there. Like what civilization kind of is over there and what we can find. Because I have a feeling it probably dropped.
Well, everyone, I think
Well,
we've
hold on.
covered just about
Aw.
everything coming our way in version 3.2, which means we've
Oh,
arrived
she's in
at
a
the end
cage.
of our special program.
And like
Aw, this was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
half
no,
of
we
the
covered
forest is
a
like
ton of
burned.
stuff.
What the fuck?
So much stuff.
Yeah. So many events too. But the thing that I'm most excited about is, of course, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character, Nahida playable character.
Obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely the Balladeer. Dude, it looks so insane.
Yes!
I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, for me, oh my gosh, so many things. Battling the Dendro Hypostasis, and of course the fabulous Fungus Frenzy. Getting my little
Oh,
fungi
God.
and battling
The
with
Pokemon
them.
event.
And, you know, the
I saw your
teapot,
comments
the
earlier,
Serenity
you guys.
teapot,
You were
I'm so
saying
behind on my
Honkai
teapot, so
has
I
a
can't
similar
wait
event
to
right now,
get
which is
Get
interesting.
some designs from others. Or at
Again,
least,
I
you know,
really
get
think it's because
some-
of Scarlet
get
and
some
Violet coming
inspiration,
out, but
from getting another teapot design.
And just as we mentioned earlier, even though the Sumeru Archon quest will be reaching its final chapter here, it most definitely won't be the end of our journey in Sumeru.
well, definitely
In
not.
our story this time, we'll be encountering some interesting and mysterious content, and I hope it will be an amazing experience for all of our travelers. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon be with all of you.
See you in game, everyone. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. All right, well, that was interesting. Oh, it just... Well, okay. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, before we actually just dissect this thing, how'd you guys like it? I thought it was very curious. There were a few curious things in this. It's definitely, again, like a lighter patch, but I feel like some very important things are going to happen. And yes, a nail basically, allegedly, dropped in the desert, according to some of the lore, which isn't really surprising. But yeah, it seems like there's one nail per region. As far as Inazuma is concerned, I think, well, we already know that the Thunderbird on Tsurumi Island kind of spoiled that objects fell from the sky, one of which fell on Tsurumi Island. And I think that was probably a nail. Because there's evidence also that the island had Irminsul trees, or at least leyline trees, like big ones, where those mountains are. And they probably were killed by the nail. But we don't find a nail there, which is really suspicious. But you know what we do find? We find a whole bunch of Abyss Order enemies on the island. So it makes me wonder if they stole the nail or like took it. Or the nail is somewhere else. I don't know. But also, Enkanomiya might have also had a nail dropped on them. Somehow they ended up in the ocean. But yeah, so theoretically there should be at least like one nail in Inazuma, possibly two, but we don't see them, which is really suspicious. It's really, really suspicious. Yeah, I'm glad for this lighter patch because it gives people a chance to like catch up on stuff. Like it's definitely gonna be a slower paced patch. This is the last one that's like 5 weeks as well, right? That lasts for 5 weeks? Or are we done with that now? I can't remember. Someone remind me. Oh yes, Karasu, I saw you posting, and also Sabarudin, sorry if I mispronounced that, but yes, I saw you guys posting about Layla and Majnun. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to look it up. Because you guys were saying it was like kind of a romance. And then Karasu, I saw you posting about Tignari, so interesting. Animeholic, do you feel like it's missed potential how it seems like they are not going to have Kale have to face Dottore? Yes, I do think that it is kind of a missed potential, and I'm really sad that that's not happening. But then again, you know, they could always do it. They could always bring it back. You know what I mean? Like, he could always come back to Sumeru and we could see more interactions between them, right? We still have like a whole bunch of time in Sumeru because we're only in version 3.2. There's at least, what, 5 or 6 or 7 more updates in Sumeru. So I'm holding out. Hopefully we'll get to hear Kale and Dottore interactions, but we'll see. Speaking of Kale though, during the live stream, they mentioned something about Elazar, and I found it to be very random because it's like, well, what does Elazar have anything to do with what's going on, really? Like, Zach was basically saying, oh, I hope the people with Elazar are going to be okay, and I'm kind of like, well, what does that have to do with anything? That makes me very suspicious. Like, very suspicious. Hermes, I'm so behind in the desert. You'll have plenty of time to catch up. No worries. To 3.8, I think. Yeah, I think it'll last until at least 3.8. Soul Light, was there any explanation on why she saw that prophecy dream? I have no idea. No idea. But wait, which prophecy dream? Are you talking about Nahida? Rev connected to Irminsul. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, and that's why that line was so suspicious to me about the Elazar. Maybe it has something to do with the Irminsul tree and burning it down, or whatever the fuck that the Fatui are supposedly trying to do. And they brought up Rukkhadevata's World Forget Me Again. Yes, so I've had thoughts about the World Forget Me line. Now that Sumeru is out, if you've done the Aranara quests, especially if you've done the one in, it's not really a quest, but I've mentioned it before, where you go to Old Vanarana, kill all those Abyss Mages, you get voice lines, not voice lines, but like, not even cutscenes, but like you get lines from this mysterious R&R talking, right? And then the final little boss is this Pyro Lector, this Abyss Lector, that Pyro Abyss Lector that you have to fight. And there's dialogue between it and the mysterious R&R. One of the things the R&R says is, we will not allow these memories to return to the land, or something like that. And they were saying that during the Aranyaka quests as well. So it makes me wonder, about World Forget Me, as far as, what if Ruka Devata, we know her consciousness is tainted, right? So we know something foul has tainted her consciousness, likely because of stuff that happened during the Cataclysm. So what if we have to forget that? The Irminsul tree absorbs all the memories in the world, right? And that also includes bad memories, or at least we assume to be that to be the case. That might be what all the corruption and gunk is that the tree tries to purify, right? What if the purification process is just forgetting about the gunk, right? Because the forbidden knowledge that we were introduced to, that the Scarlet King introduced to the world, sounds a lot like abyssal corruption. We already know from the R&R quests and from the old Rana stuff that happened there, that the Marana has the same source as the Abyss and its power, and the Marana is the memory of death itself. Well, and my question is there, what is it the memory of? Whose death, or what death? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what is Marana the memory of? Like, whose death or what death is it the memory of? But that's a question we'll answer later. But yeah, if Marana equals a memory, like a bad memory, and we know Ruka Devata is tainted by something that might be like abyssal corruption, and she's saying, world forget me. Like, what if she is saying the corruption has to be forgotten in order to heal the tree? And that's how the purification process works for the tree. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. Oh, someone liked one of my tweets. Maybe part 2 Nahida quest will be facing Ruka Devata. Yeah, I feel like her first story quest, which is what we're gonna play through, I'm guessing, that's where, hold on, let's actually go to it briefly. You know where Nahida's crying? Right here? No, not there. Not there. Here. That looks like where the Irminsul tree is, right? So I think this is going to happen during her story quest, and I only say that because A's story quest, at least her second one, seemed to deal with her sister, which was the previous Archon. So yeah, I feel like this is going to happen during her story quest and not the Archon quest. Jizo, oh, you mean like Marana is like death memory? Yeah, like the memory of something's death or someone's death. Some people think that Marana is just like death itself, but I don't know if that's the case. I feel like it might be the death of someone, the lingering effects of the death of someone, because if you think about it, abyssal corruption also has properties that are really similar to archon residue and the effects that archon residue has on people. And I find that to be very interesting. I feel like there's a link between the abyssal power, archon residue, forbidden knowledge, all of that is like tied together, in my personal opinion. If we had no idea we have to die, there would be no death. Exactly. So if we do not have any concept of death, if we don't think death could happen, then we don't die to a certain extent. At least that would be part of the logic in the game. And I think that's what they're kind of hinting at. And I'm kind of slowly understanding how the world of Tevat actually works now. and again, what it is, because, you know, I think this entire world is like at least embedded in a domain of consciousness. Like the planet itself, someone did something to the world with technology or something. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I feel like the primordial one came from some advanced civilization that like reformed the world into what it is right now. I assumed that it was the knowledge that things must die, but the knowledge could also have been gained from the death of something or someone as well. Like if blank can die, then we can die thing. Yes. So yeah, it's like the knowledge of death itself and knowing that things can die is like a corruption upon the world. Which is kind of weird to me because things do die into that, or at least that's what people think. I do think there is kind of a reincarnation process that happens into that to some extent. But I don't know, what is specifically toxic about the Marana? That's my question right now. Like why is forbidden knowledge, quote unquote, so dangerous for the world? What is the forbidden knowledge of? That's why I think it's telling us what happened to something. And if you look at like the abyss creatures that talk to us in the chasm, the Black Serpent Knights, they talk a lot of stuff about the false land and that the world is false. I feel like it's the forbidden knowledge, and the Marana itself is memories of the last world, the previous world, and the death of that world. Perhaps the gods want to keep people in ignorance because this knowledge or whatever, this memory of maybe a world that had died before is so toxic. The world remembers that it died before, and maybe that is what's killing Tevat. I don't fucking know. I don't know. There's a lot to think about here when it comes to the Marana and the Abyss and forbidden knowledge. Yeah, I'm so lost right now. It's a lot. It's, if you mean by the world, do you mean the corruption of Conria? No. So when I say the previous world, what I'm talking about is like the world before Tevat itself. The reason I say this is because so if you guys are Honkai fans, then you know that every single universe in the Hoyoverse has to contend with the Honkai, right? Every single universe. But strangely, we have not really seen any Honkai into that, right? Or anything that's equivalent to the Honkai, other than maybe the Abyss, which is interesting. So it makes me wonder, especially if Tevat is possibly like a realm of consciousness. And we know that Tevat isn't the quote-unquote original world. It makes me wonder if there was a world before Tevat that did have to contend with something equivalent to the Honkai, and that world may have been on the brink of destruction. Their solution to this was creating Tevat itself. Kind of like the Elysian realm, excuse me, in Honkai, maybe some sort of super advanced civilization took, I don't know, like the memory of something, the memory of the world itself, of everything that used to live, and then using that information, using that data, they created Tevat. Recreated the planet. I know I'm going really crazy here, and a lot of people probably don't even realize what I'm talking about, but no, I'm not talking about the old world or anything that Piero's talking about. I'm talking about before Tevat ever existed. This is like talking about the earliest that you can go. But you can just ignore all of this. We're going to talk about, I'm going to go over these theories a lot more when we talk about the primordial one. Yeah, so before Phanes, before any of that happened, because the primordial one came to that from somewhere, reformed the world, and then created to that, which is really suspicious. There's just a lot of weird stuff going on. And yeah, the bishops were there, the 7 sovereigns, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what was the planet like before the primordial one, before humanity, essentially? Who the fuck is the primordial one? Oh, honey. Oh, dear. You gotta read Before Sun and Moon from Enkanomiya. You gotta read that. That tells, like, the earliest story of Tevat that we have, essentially. Joke-wise, forbidden memory could be the knowledge of the Honkai. Like, if they don't remember about it, the Tevat's existence is somehow hidden from Honkai, like, surrounded by an antivirus wall. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, or the beginning of what I'm thinking. Because, again, it goes back to that idea, if you don't know death, can you experience it in a world that is very tied to memories and imaginary stuff? If you don't have any concept of death, then you don't truly die, do you? It's kind of a philosophical conversation, and it's really confusing. But yeah, that's just what I'm thinking right now. The primordial one is actually child. Oh my gosh, kawaii beans. But what about the Scarlet King? The Scarlet King, I think, parallels with the primordial one, but I'll talk about that later. Yeah, like, you gotta read the Enkanomiya books. No human reads the books on their own will. I'm assuming you're talking about... Wait, what are you talking about? On it's also, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm betting the Honkai pushes back against progress. So that's also a thing. Like, a lot of people thought the nails that were dropped in Tevat were supposedly dropped because humanity was advancing to a certain point. But now that we have a lot of information in the game, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's even remotely why the nails were dropped. I think the nails were dropped because they wanted to heal the world. And I think actually one of the lore bits that we just got in the desert kind of hints at that. But we'll go over that in a video. But yeah, right now I'm kind of the opinion that the nails were actually a good thing. A good/bad thing. Yeah, the nails, I'm thinking they're able to push back against the abyss. And I think they have that ability for a very specific reason that we'll talk about coming up real soon. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. Because I just got a big theory about the nails. But actually, okay. Let's actually dissect this thing. And talk about it. Talk about the interesting things that we saw in this, that we heard in this, things that I didn't actually realize while the live stream was going on. But let's talk about that for a little bit.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by?
The fuck was that? Are those Fatui agents? Those look like Fatui agents. Like all of these, actually. Yeah, all of these are Fatui agents. So this is Dottoro's retinue, basically. And they're leaving Sumeru in Port Ormos, from what it looks like. Is this Port Ormos? I think it is.
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Oh, poor Nahida. Poor Nahida. Because to hide from the Honkai, you have to be in the Sea of Quanta, and the Sea decays bubble universes. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that conversation about the Honkai and then the original world, very interesting stuff. So, like, you saw a theory saying that Honkai's true purpose is not to stop progress, but to encourage it. Like, it is searching for one ideal world who would actually survive the test. That would make sense. Because the Honkai is basically in a war with the tree, right? The imaginary tree. Like a constant, eternal war. And yeah, like everything, the Honkai is basically a test. I don't know why they're doing this test for life, but who knows? No, the sea is at war with the tree. And the Honkai is like, oh, the sea is at war with the tree. It's trying to drag the tree into the sea, right? And the Honkai is like a system of the tree itself to test all of the little branches and leaves on the tree that are worlds. It's a very interesting conversation, and one that I think all of that stuff will become important later on in Genshin's story, like way later, like when we go to Celestia later. But yeah, it's basically the Yggdrasil, based on Norse mythology. Would Scaramouche cry tears or nothing since he is a doll? I think he would cry. Like, if he has emotions, then he's gonna cry. What do you think of some of the parallels between Decarabian and King Deshret? Like, both being god kings, which is a rare title in the game, naming their cities after the moon, A Kanoom. It's very interesting. And specifically in King Deshret's case, the reason why he built the city, it was in honor of, what was the words that they used? The morning moon or something like that, and the driving morning star, which I think are code for the first Seelie and the Traveler from Afar. I think they dedicated the city in the first Seelie and the Traveler from Afar's name. Because if you really want to think about it, the Goddess of Flowers was a Seelie. She told the Scarlet King about the Moon Sisters, and likely about the first Seelie as well. Especially if you've read the lore for the Staff of Scarlet Sands. The Scarlet King is like recounting his thoughts about how the world began and the Moon Sisters, etc., etc. The Goddess of Flowers was a Seelie. Yes, it is heavily implied that the Goddess of Flowers was a Seelie from the Aranara quests, because they said that a Seelie survived and befriended Queen Arnyani, who is Ruka Devata, and then the Scarlet King. So that person must have been the Goddess of Flowers. And yes, we are running on the fact that Paimon is a Seelie. That theory is alive and well. They referenced it way too much during the Aranara quests. But anyway, let's continue. We're in the Sanctuary of Suristhana. Poor Nahida. Poor freaking Nahida.
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
She's so cute.
Yeah. Hey. Make yourself at home. Yeah. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. Is it too late for an extension?
I really like Layla's design. It's just really so sad that she's on a banner that I know I'm not gonna pull for. Ooh, the Dendrocube looking cool.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Who is that talking?
So, you think this is over?
Wait. No. I can't.
That's the secret hidden by IRMINSUL concerning the truth of this world.
Okay, so what is that? What is he talking about? What's he talking about? What secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the quote-unquote truth of this world? I want to know. Interesting. So that, I'm assuming that's going to be stuff we're going to learn in the Archon quest. Maybe he'll even pop up in Nahida's story quest. I don't freaking know. Because this looks like he's in the Sanctuary of Surasthana right now, right? Because that looks like Nahida's lair. Interesting. Also, why is Nahida crying? Any thoughts on this? Why is she crying? Why is she crying, y'all? Why is my baby crying? Don't cry, baby. It's so sad. It's so sad. A samsara, Irminsul tree, is a cycle of life and death, and with it dying, there might be no life existing. Possibly. So, on that note, I think Sumeru's entire story quest, Archon quest, whatever you want to call it, all of them are like a big frame story for what Tivat is going through right now. Because samsara, I feel like the world, even Nahida basically says the world might be trapped in a samsara, which is really suspicious. And I think it is one that is perpetrated by Celestia. And I think the one that plays Nahida's role in this frame story, the one that Nahida and Ruka Devata are supposed to represent, is Istaroth. We're going to talk about that in my next video, briefly. Well, actually, not really, but you'll see why I actually think that. Why I think Nahida and Ruka Devata are stand-ins for Istaroth. They parallel well with her, especially with the caged bird theme. Anyway, Al-Amar harnessed the spirits with bridles and yokes, learned from their laments about the story of the dismal moon and the driving morning star was the exact line you were looking for. Yes, that's the line I was looking for. So the dismal moon and the driving morning star. I really think that's the first Seelie and the Traveler from Afar. First Seelie because moon stuff deals with the Seelie and the Moon Sisters. But the driving morning star, I've talked about the Travelers being, you know, morning stars. Hence the Traveler from Afar being a driving morning star. It would work well in that case. I really do think that's like a subtle reference to them. So the Withering is a mini Chasm of the Abyss. The Withering is like, basically, it seems like the same thing as like abyssal gunk. It's caused by the forbidden knowledge that the Scarlet King probably got from the Abyss. So they're probably the same thing. What happened to Dottore burning down the Irminsul tree? So that's my question too. Was that like just... I think it's going to happen in this version. Something similar to that, because the version name is Akasha Pulses, the Kalpa Flame Rises. And we talked about earlier how the Kalpa is like an eon or like a period of time. And usually they end by destroying the world, burning the world down, etc., etc. So if the tree is quote unquote getting burned down, it would be here in this version, right? But we don't see a tree burning down. That doesn't mean anything, though, because they could just not be showing it in this trailer. But yeah, I did find that suspicious. The question is why Dottore wants to get rid of the tree. So I don't know. I think it's because maybe he knows it's corrupted. I don't know what his motivations are. I don't know what his motivations are. She said she can't, so maybe it has to do with something. Maybe it's connected to forgetting the memories. Possibly. We'll see. Yeah, the Age of Fire. It's basically like ending the world and then starting a new eon. It's basically the end of one cycle and the beginning of another one. it was a Kale dream, right? Maybe it's just symbolism, but doesn't actually happen. Possibly. Like, it was just for... What's the word I'm looking for? Not foreshadowing. Well, foreshadowing, but she just had a premonition about what Dottore was doing. But again, we still don't know, like... We still don't know what his plans are with the Irminsul, because nothing so far that they've done has dealt directly with the Irminsul, and by them I'm referring to the Fatui. At least that we've seen so far, right? All of it has just been focused around Scaramumu and building a god.
Has already become a god?
But like nothing about the Irminsul, which is really suspicious. By the way, Irminsul is basically a Kalpa Vriksha. Interesting. Interesting. Wasn't he doing an experiment in blasphemy? Yes, he was, and I'm wondering where the blasphemy is. Maybe the blasphemy is making a god? I don't know. But I thought it was burning down this damn tree. I do hope they have the burning too, because I want to see it. I want to see it burn. I want to see it burn. Yeah, maybe Dottore is harming the tree in a different way. Yeah. And yeah, the blasphemy might just be creating an artificial god. But who knows?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
Ooh, he talking smack to Nahida.
At my command, you shall fall.
This boss is gonna be insane.
My cycle begins. Your claw.
That's an interesting... My endless cycle will begin. What is he talking about? Any thoughts on that? What he's talking about as far as endless cycle is concerned? I don't think they'll solve the tree issue this patch. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, Scaramouche looks really cool. So funny how Celestia is basically forbidding all the stuff they do themselves, right? A lot of big talk for a guy who needs the robot to be tall. Ooh, burn. Maybe burning the tree is like burning the memories in the tree. That might be it. Yeah, so like that goes back to what I was saying about World Forget Me and not allowing memories to return to the land or memories to be absorbed by the Irminsul. Because you don't want the memory of death to be absorbed into the tree because it's going to start killing everything, right? Like knowing death, remembering death is going to start killing everything, at least in terms of how it works into that, possibly. So burning the tree, yeah, might be the solution, but who knows? Also, how is Dottore going to get the Gnosis? We know he's going to walk out of here with both of them, right? Because that's what they're building up for. They're building up to the Tsaritsa having all of the Gnosis. So he's going to get the Electro-Gnosis and the Dendro-Gnosis somehow. So I'm wondering how that's going to happen. In the JP title of version 3.2, Akasha Pulses is translated to Void Empty Sky Pulses. Interesting. That interesting. Maybe it connects to eternity. Yeah, possibly, as far as his endless cycle is concerned. Maybe that's what he's referring to. Now that he's a god or whatever, he can just, I don't know, reign forever or something. I don't fucking know. Like absorbing his knowledge into the Akasha. Sacrifice the traveler to gain more power. I don't know. I feel like this line, your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not? I think whoever is talking is actually referring to Alhaitham's plan. Because Sino says later in the trailer that Alhaitham's plan is unorthodox or something like that. So maybe they're talking about that. Also, I'm getting major chess vibes from this line, right? Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not? Getting major chess lines again from the traveler. Like he's a pawn on the board. Does anybody else feel that? And then with all the Fatui chessboard stuff, I don't know, this line reminded me of that. Yeah, the Traveler seems to have a lot of knowledge he hides from everyone, including Paimon. Yeah, there's stuff that he just keeps silent. Which is really, it just makes him really suspicious and also an unreliable narrator. There is also one interesting line from Nahida about Skara, that he has already become a god. She talks like it is irreversible. Poor Sumeru, no Akasha for them anymore since the doctor will that it's hard drive. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Akasha, right? Because once the Gnosis is gone, then the Akasha system is donezo. But I think that's a good thing, kind of. People will have to get used to it. I'm sure they're smart enough to figure out a different way to make something similar. But yeah, the Akasha's gonna be kaputs, gone. As far as Skara becoming a god, I wonder, is it temporary or is he just gonna remain like god levels of power? I feel like it's temporary. He's only gonna get this power while he's hooked up to his big ol' sustainer. His big ol' Susano is what I meant to say. Will you be making a 3.2 vid? Yes, I will be making a 3.2 prediction video. Yes. Alhaitham reminds me too much of Dottore. Yeah. Alhaitham is very calculated. He's very, very sus, but I feel like he's a good guy. I'm still kind of salty that Dottore's alias is only the doctor, like, bruh. They do that all the time, though. Like, Alcazar's array is called, like, Palace, or whatever the frick. So I'm not surprised they're doing it with the doctor, too. I can only imagine what it's like in Italian, because, like, what do they call him? Do they just say Il Dottore, and that's all they say? Yeah, he's the Omega build, which means there's probably more. But anyway.
It was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Probably more,
Are you sure about this?
Well, we already know there's more prospecies of him.
I must admit that I'm a little scared. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Aw.
Alhaitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, yeah, that's what he said. He said it was radical, his plan. I don't know what Nilu's gonna do.
You've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its archon.
Okay, so one of the things that I'm interested in is how they're gonna deal with the academia, like, after this. What are they gonna do to Azar? Are they gonna throw him into prison? Are they gonna exile him? Like, what? What's gonna happen? Do you think that Nilou is gonna get to dreaming again? I'm not sure. I don't know what they're planning on having her doing. Or planning on having her do. I don't know. Like, why does she need to do anything? What can she do? She's just a theater kid. What the fuck is she gonna do? Nilou gonna use talk no jutsu like she did in her story quest. I mean, that's very possible. She's gonna debate lord them. And maybe you're taking such a great risk for them, and then she's doing it for Lord Kusanali, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Yeah, maybe this has to do with, like, the politics side of things. Maybe the aftermath. Maybe the aftermath of everything that's gonna happen. I don't know. I suspect there's also some Grand Sage voice in the trailer. Yes. There's definitely this line about Azar, who is the Grand Sage, that's betrayed all of Sumeru and the Archon. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with that. They need to throw his ass in jail. Nilou is probably really important because she is the dreamer. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it may have something to do with that, too. Who said it, though? I don't know. Let's see.
More than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Quasar. You've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its archon.
Oh, that's all Hatham saying that. Who said the Nilou stuff? Wait, hold on. Where is that? Nilou, where are you? Ah, there it is. And someone said this was Dottore talking with the Traveler. Hold on, let me listen.
Was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
That sounds like Azar, the Grand Sage, right? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not? That's why I think it's in response to Al-Haytham's plan as well, since he's the one masterminding the jailbreak. Yeah, that sounds like Azar saying that. Yeah, that sounds like the Grand Sage.
Traveler here, was it not?
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I wonder if that's one of her theater people saying that. I don't know who's saying that, actually. Interesting. I wonder if Azar is going to get deposed and replaced by another, maybe playable character, like how Yelan only became the owner of the Yansheng tea house after the events of Child's Trailer. Yeah, it's possible. I wonder if Setaria is going to take his place. Then again, she's not really a sage, is she? Like one of the sages? There's like 6 of them. I wonder if all of the sages are going to get deposed, because they're all involved in this, right? Well, maybe not all of them. I actually don't know. Silvar. Oh, hey, Silvar, welcome. Just got done watching Ashikai. Glad you didn't totally miss Onion. Yes, we're still talking about this, but I think we're going to wrap it up soon once we finish dissecting this trailer. Scaramouche's attack with those spheres really reminds me of Honkai Hersher of the Void attack. Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, from that one, especially that one animation of Honkai where she's fighting Himeko. Usually we can guess the Harbinger's vision based on their battle against them, but now we can never guess Scar's element. Yeah, because he's using so many different elements, like 5 of them. But Animo is still a really strong theory because of the Fujin Raijin idea. You know, Raijin is supposed to represent the Raiden Shogun, and then Scaramouche might be Fujin, which means that Scaramouche might be an Animo character, but we'll see. Please enlighten me. How are they gonna make Dottore leave? Like, that he's not even running. Yeah, like, he's just, like, calmly leaving. He just causes turmoil in Sumeru, and he's like, all right, we're just gonna go. I got what I needed. But they're just, like, basically letting him walk out the city. I mean, what else can they do? Especially if he's super powerful. He's the second fucking Harbinger. So, like, I mean, they ain't gonna do nothing to him. They can't, I don't think. Plus dead friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's, like, got a whole bunch of dead friends, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, he does. And that's, like, an Animo thing. And I guess also, he has a lot to do with freedom as well, which is what the Animo element has to deal with. Because Scaramouche is a puppet trying to free himself from the strings of his past, I guess you could even say. The strings that tie him down to the past, to his mother, and to finally be free, to be his own person. And also heal from all the frickin' trauma that he's had. Also, if you guys remember my Harbinger video about how I said that Venti is going to parallel with Arlecchino, and how Venti has a whole bunch of orphans, Scaramouche is kind of like an orphan because he was turned loose by his mama. So I can see him being an Animo character in that sense as well. Kazuha's an orphan. Who else is an orphan out of that? Well, a lot of Mondstatters are, but like, I feel like that ties in with the Animo stuff. I don't know. Yeah, Venti takes in all the emo boys and all like the broken children that have no homes. This is not, yeah, he's the Wanderer. This is not how the Traveler thinks. No, I don't think so. He needs to fight him, or there is another reason. Yes. I don't know what's gonna happen. Plus, he only uses swirling elements. He doesn't even use Dendro because it's non-swirlable. Oh, that's a good point.
Using human
That's a good
wisdom to
point.
create Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War.
What? So I had seen someone say this earlier. What does this mean? What scene of the Archon War? But also, I think someone asked, how does he know about the Archon War? Well, remember that, like, he's been pumped full of, like, knowledge. That's what the academia's been doing to him. So maybe it's from the knowledge that got pumped into him. Maybe his connection to the people of the world, or like the people of Sumeru, not the world, has afforded him some level of knowledge as well. I don't know. Maybe he knew about it before. Who knows? Because we have to remember that Scaramouche, even before this whole thing in Sumeru, he learned about the truth of the world during Unreconciled Stars event, or at the very least, he learned that the sky is fake and that the world is probably a lie. So I don't know. Or is he just referencing the tragedy? I don't know. It sounds like he's talking about something very specific. Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. It sounds like he's talking about a very specific scene from the war. But that could be me. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I don't even know. Ooh, sounds legit to win a throne. Oh, yeah, because he's just been inaugurated as a god, so... Oh. Does he, like, intend to kill Nahida and, like... Child, I don't know. And, like, take her place as the official Archon of... I don't fucking know, of Sumeru? That would be weird. He got a lot of mommy issues, yeah. Well, the Archon event... The Archon War was an event that made elemental beings gods, like Venti, who became a god, so I don't know. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that definitely refers to all of that. Either kill Nahida or kill the Traveler, a god. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I can't wait for this fight, y'all. Silvar, you took it to mean one god killing another. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, god versus god. I mean, if the sages are planning on making him a god, then probably he is trying to kill Nahida. Yeah. Damn. Okay, this patch can't get here fast enough because I'm actually really excited for this. I'm really excited for this. Well, I mean, it didn't make beings gods. It made gods archons, right? It made them part of the 7, specifically. Yeah. Damn. Ooh, I can't wait.
Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh, this is epic. Oh, this is so good. We have 9 days left. It can't come fast enough. Oh, and then we got the Pokemon event. I hope this is fun. Dude even went to fight someone smaller than them. Like, go fight A and see how it goes for you. Yeah, I feel like A would completely demolish him. Possibly. But who knows? I think A will be in the 3.3 story quest. Yeah, I hope he's in, like, if Scaramouche comes out next patch. She better be in his story quest. Like, for real. Zoro, hey, you're new here and you've been playing Genshin for a couple months now. Welcome to the insanity. This game is dope. It's pretty fun, yeah. It's pretty nice. I love the lore and the world building. Pretty nice. Inauguration might point at legitimate way of becoming a god. Yeah. So yeah, like now that we've talked about it, it sounds like he definitely wants to depose Nahida and like fully indoctrinate himself as a god. Possibly an Archon. One of the 7. Yes, Scara and Yaida. There's so many things I want from Scaramouche. and his interactions between Yae and A. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And Kazuha. I almost forgot about Kazuha. Thank you, Silvar, for reminding me of Kazuha. I want interactions between them too. As you can see, I've been watching like Pokemon videos and shit. Oh, all right. Well, that was nice. Yeah, there's not that much going on in this patch. Even though I'm excited, there's really not that much. We just gotta break Kusanali out of jail. And yeah, gotta go see Ruka Devata probably during this moment, because we're going to the IRMINSUL tree. Oh, poor Nahida. Poor Nahida. Why is she crying? Like, my poor baby.
Wait. No.
Look.
I can't.
Oh. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry, but Kazuha is not happening, I think. Yeah, I feel like they will interact eventually, but maybe not during 3.3. In 3.3, they're about to turn him into Sasuke and give him a redemption arc then. Yeah, sounds like it, especially if he has to be playable, because again, seems like people have to be friendly with the Traveler at the very least. Again, that doesn't mean they're good people. Huge caveat there. But they have to at least be friendly. Bro, am I getting Scarlet and Violet? Yes, I'm getting Violet. I'm getting Violet. But what is a legitimate way of becoming a god? No idea. Seems like you can become a god in different ways. Like, I don't know what the difference is between, like... I'm still confused at the difference as far as, like, the power levels between, like, an Adeptus and then a god. Because even the Adeptus are referred to as divine and kind of in a divine way. And even, like, Yae Mika, for example, especially the Kitsune Saigu, are referred to as divine kitsune goddesses, which is interesting. At least that was from the perspective of the people of Inazuma. But I wonder what's the difference really? Other than like power levels, and why can humans become gods? Like what really makes a god in this world? Mecha Moosh battle is more than enough for a whole patch. Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff to do from what it seems, but like no explorable regions or anything, which is fine. Because we have a whole bunch of stuff to explore anyway. The desert is super annoying to explore. Allogenes, remember? Yeah. Yeah, like humans have the power to become gods, but like why? Also, if humans can do things like create life themselves, what are the gods really needed for? Like, why are they necessary? That's what I'm trying to wonder. Because humans can already use things like alchemy. They can technically use the elements. Why do we need the gods? Like, just why? I think the real difference between Celestia and Archons is just who has a button dropping nails. Yeah, it's really just like who's in power and who's in control. And I think it's in I think the important thing is who's in control of, like, the space of Teyvat itself. I don't know. Just ignore me. Finally, they add expressions in this game, right? I mean, they've had expressions before, but this is one of the most heartbreaking. Oh, she's just crying.
No. I can't.
No, I can't. And then you see her power flowing into the tree. So, like, is she healing the tree?
That's the secret hidden by IRMINSUL concerning...
So, okay, now that I think about it, these leaves remind me of Lost Legacies in the Sand, which is that cutscene of Ruka Devata from the past. She had a whole bunch of leaves flowing around her, or like flowing past her, when she first appears on the screen in the trailer. Wait, let's like actually go look at it. That actually reminds me of that moment. Where you at, Ruka? There you are. So like...
Praised and was stripped of its death silence.
See, like all these leaves that are about to appear on the
Were it
screen.
not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the
Yep.
forests,
That
the
reminds me
damage
of
would have
this.
been
So that
irreversible.
means that she's gonna pop up in that moment. Or at least I think she is. In this moment here.
I leave.
With all these leaves around.
That's the secret.
I wonder. She'll be a fetus by the end of this? Oh god. We're probably gonna get that to Tornado area in 3.4 or 3.5, and then Chaoying Village. That's the tea house village, right? With all the tea. Sometime after that, but before 4.0. Oh, speaking of 4.0, guys, how do you feel about a Fontaine video at some point in the near future? Because I just went down like a really big Fontaine rabbit hole thinking about the things that'll happen in Fontaine and like the importance of the hydro element and like the nature, maybe even like speculations on the hydro archon. I had like a whole bunch of ideas that I want to make into a video really, really soon. So how do we feel about that? Maybe it's like an in-between video between like Sun and Moon stuff. Because like now I have like a whole bunch of thoughts about Fontaine and how I think like a lot of the old civilizations are going to be based on the Roman Empire and stuff like that. I really want to make one. But anyway, by the way, have you ever read your Adventurer EXP card? Adventurer XP we gain in domain. It says system access at the top. Kind of sus, not gonna lie. Oh, wow. I've never actually looked at that. All right. Fontaine video is on the list of priorities now. Yeah. Because, like, I'm actually really excited for Fontaine. I know we just got to Sumeru, but I'm actually excited for Fontaine. Considering Fontaine is the place that's technologically advanced, I am interested in how they are going to become more advanced than Sumeru. Yeah, because Sumeru seems to be really advanced, kind of, sort of, you know? It's like the place of learning. They seem to be doing well for themselves. I am excited to see how Fontaine's going to look. I imagine it's going to be like a mix between Industrial Revolution France and like some other stuff too. Maybe earliest 20th century, 19th century France. Yeah, the Hydro Archon is interesting. Yeah, but first, part 2 of Sun and Moon. Yes, that's on the list first. I promise. We're going to talk about the Sustainer first. And then we're going to close it off by talking about Istaroth, and then a final video for the Moon part of the series, talking about where I'm at in terms of my thoughts on Paimon, Istaroth, and the Sustainer. And I think you guys might enjoy that video. Yeah, Fontaine giving off some steampunk shit. I think that different places can be advanced, but have that manifest differently. Right. No more Moon, time for Sun. Yeah, it's almost time for Sun. And in Sun, we're going to talk about the Primordial one, Phanes, all of that. The Travelers, Dainsleif. A lot of fun people. There better be a train in Fontaine at least, please. Please, God, let there be a train, or like flying. Didn't they say there was something like flying mobiles or something like that in Inazuma or something? Some kid was talking about it. That was told to them by someone from Fontaine, I believe, some adult who was like telling kids stories or something. Hot air balloons. Ooh, hot air balloons would be cool. And then we get to see movies. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. Hopefully we do get to see our movie finally. Oh, there's so many things in Fontaine that are going to be... Atlantis would be interesting. But we technically already got Atlantis. Enkanomiya, I guess, could be considered Genshin's Atlantis. The toy event guy, yeah. There's a lot of stuff in Fontaine that's going to be interesting. Damn. I can't wait now. Okay, I can't fucking wait. I hope Fontaine is steampunk France and Venice. Yes. I feel like there's going to be Italian influences in Fontaine just because the Roman Empire was very important in France's ancient history, I guess, because I think France was like a colony of the Roman Empire, essentially. Which is why Fontaine has like, not Fontaine, which is why France has a lot of Roman-themed aqueducts, kind of, and also like fountains, stuff like that. You wonder if they're all silent movies or if they have audio. That would be interesting to know. They could be silent movies, but they might have audio. Who knows? I wonder how French the people of Fontaine will be. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Fischl 2, you said that she also might be in Sun. Yes, she will be. Fischl will be in the Sun part of the series. It said she's closest to Celestia. Hydro Archon is quite interesting. Yeah, she's the one who seems to view herself and her people as the purest of all the nations, it seems like, in the eyes of Celestia. She also knows not to piss off Celestia, and I find that to be quite interesting. Maybe there's a traumatizing story there. But I'm sure she's doing some bullshit in Fontaine. Especially based on what I believe the character's name is Nouvellette, right? That was teased when Nahida's drip marketing came out. She had like a little blurb about Nahida, but then also was talking about some person who, I can't remember what the exact quote is, if anybody can find that little excerpt. But it sounded like this person was talking about the Hydro Archon. Yeah, she called herself stainless, and her people, her ideals are stainless. Which is interesting. Oh gosh, yeah, like I have so many speculations about Fontaine and like the mechanics that we might find there, the importance of hydro and water, everything like that. Like I low-key think the form of abyssal corruption or whatever that we're gonna find in Fontaine is gonna be in the form of acid rain. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? Like just an area of acid rain that just poisons everything. And that's like the abyssal corruption, kind of like the withering. It would be interesting. Perhaps what happened to the first Hydro Archon. I kind of want to go over that as well. Yes, the Travelers did call the unknown god like stainless or like something to that effect, which is interesting. We're going to explore that. Yeah, like acid rain, it'd be so cool. Nahida or whoever else will say something really sus about the Hydro Archon at the end of the Archon quest that we'll get to ponder for over a year. I'm hoping she says that. Give us more Hydro Archon lore. Please. Please. I hope she does say something at the end of this quest. Thank you, Kawaii Beans. Ah, that the youngest of gods should be thus, while a certain other person, by contrast, should be so prone to hysterics. I think I'm assuming Nouvellette is a girl, just because of how the name is presented, but it could be a man. I'm kind of thinking this person is like the Yae Miko of Fontaine. Hey, Amethyst, welcome to the stream. How you doing? But I think that this person is probably close to the Hydro Archon. Again, this is very speculative, but I think the person who's prone to hysterics is probably the Hydro Archon. Because it sounds like we're going to deal with another Archon that's like not doing nice things in Fontaine. Because if you remember, Fontaine's legal system is like a complete mess. It's extremely convoluted, hard to get anything done, very, super, what's the word? Strict. So I feel like, and basically also, Yanfei kind of alluded to the fact that we're probably going to get arrested in Fontaine and that we're going to need to use Yanfei's legal services. So yeah, I feel like Fontaine is going to be wild. Yeah, she's a sneaky Archon, the Hydro Archon. And the fact that the Oceanids don't like her is really suspicious too. They're like, nah, you're not our Archon, fuck you. And they just ran. They just totally don't recognize her as the Hydro Archon. I hope the Hydro Archon laughs like an anime villainess. Oh my goodness. Bethany, you missed 2 hours of the stream because you thought the stream was set for 4 a.m. my time? Oh goodness. I'm sorry. But at least the VOD will be up. Yes, we become criminals yet again. Silvar, Caesar had a lot of gall, but he didn't have it all. Oh my goodness. Subarden, as much as I would like your part 2 before Sun and Moon releases, you can wait when the new desert area releases. I think something huge will be revealed there. Possibly. Yeah, because like we were saying earlier, and like you were saying earlier, a nail is probably out there somewhere in the desert, and we will probably get to see it at some point, or at least I hope. So I hope that also means we're going to get more Sun and Moon lore, because I feel like the nail in the desert was dropped over the city that the Scarlet King, the goddess of flowers, built. Kanoom, sorry if I mispronounced that, but the city that was in honor of potentially the first Celia and the Traveler from Afar. I want to know more about that city. I want to know more about the nail that dropped in the desert. I want to know more about it all. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Very, very interesting stuff. Yes, we need more evil women in the game for sure. And I think, yeah, I think the Hydro Archon is going to be our enemy for a little bit, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what's coming up. So Fontaine video, I really want to do that. I have a video about Nahida and Kusanali, Nahida and Rukkhadevata, excuse me, coming out. That's going to be next on the list. And it is a Sun and Moon entry. So yes, get excited for that. And then we have part 2 coming out. That's going to be about the Sustainer. And then we have Istaroth. And then we have final thoughts on the Moon Sisters for now. And then we move on into Sun. And the one welcoming us into Sun is Venti. So his video will be the first entry in the Sun and Moon. In the Sun part of the series. Excuse me. Gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm so tired. I went to bed at like 4, but that is, again, my own fault. It's Saturday, and I have fucking insomnia. The Hydro Archon could also be this new Villette. As the Archon, she is the highest authority in the justice system, so that line could also be from the Hydro Archon for Murata or Tsaritsa. It's possible. It is possible. It's possible. Well, yeah, it's Sunday, but like yesterday was Saturday, so I stayed up super late because I was like, I don't have to do anything because tomorrow, which is today now, is Sunday. All right, gonna go play Genshin. We're watching 2 to 3 hours of Genshin. I don't have a problem. Yes, go play. Yes, I think I'm gonna end it here. I think this is a good stopping place, y'all. But thank you guys for coming out. We had a nice little chat before the live stream and then during the live stream and after it. Oh, and then also add to the list the dissection of the 3.2 version trailer, which won't be long because there's not that much to dissect here, really. There is, but there isn't. But yeah. But thank you guys for, coming out. Any thoughts on that beach ocean area between Sumeru and Liyue? I feel like there might be an island or a new area over there, possibly. I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked in that area. I think I know what you're talking about, though. There's like an area of dead space or like ocean over there. They could do something with it. I think we are going to get more rainforest parts to Sumeru based on You know those pictures the R&R gave us where we have to go and find chests there in those specific locations? There are like 2 pictures of R&Rs in like forested areas that the picture, if you click on it, says the area isn't released yet. So who knows? I know we're getting more rainforest stuff, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yes, thank you everybody. Thanks for the stream. I will see y'all later. See y'all later. See you in the next one. Bye, everybody. Hope it was comfy.